everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about something that I struggled with and maybe some of you have as well. That is the idea or the thought that I could just have one drink. I would tell myself, hey, I'll go meet up with friends for one drink, or I'll come hang out for one drink. And that was really my intention. But it was never just one drink. I I just I just couldn't have one drink. One led to two, led to three, led to five, led to 8, 10, 12. And there it was back again where I always ended up just drinking way too much and regretting it. So I've been thinking back of, these times where I would tell myself, yeah, I'll come hang out for just one drink. Or a friend, hey, we haven't hung out in a while, let's catch up just for a drink. And you go out, you have the full intention of having just one drink, and you have that one drink, the alcohol hits your lips, and for me, suddenly just, one drink wasn't enough, you know? And how, I didn't even understand how to have one drink. If you're out and about with friends or, out at dinner and you have one drink and then you stop, my mind would just be like, okay, constantly battling itself. Should I have another drink? I said I was only going to have one. I had one and, no harm, no foul. What's another one going to hurt? So I'd get another beer or maybe we'd get a shot. And then, of course, the buzz starts kicking in a little bit more. And then you're like, okay, well, let's get another drink. Two isn't so bad. And this is all happening so quick, or at least it seems like in your head. And, before I knew it, 5, 6, 7 beers deep and, you know, pretty buzzed, drunk, whatever you want to call it. And when I got to that point, it was game on, honestly. There was no coming back from that point, and got me in a lot of trouble, wasted a bunch of money, wasted a bunch of time. And it all started with that one drink, or the idea that I could even go out and manage to have just one drink. I think deep down I knew that that wasn't the case, and it's almost like I was testing myself, and I failed that test every time. Like, oh, maybe I can just have one drink. Maybe I don't have a drinking problem, and I can go out and just have one drink. But it that never happened. And it was a struggle. It could be any night of the week, you know, and I would always take it too far. Wake up the next morning just filled with, guilt and shame and just like super hard on myself. Not only for just drinking way too much, but for the simple fact that I didn't have or possess the discipline to stay, just to drink one. And that feeling of not being able to have any self control, or, yeah, just not have self control, not have any control over my drinking, it's actually the other way around. the alcohol had control of me. And so the next morning, being hungover and just pissed at myself that I got so drunk and I'm feeling like shit. And coupled on top of that is the fact that I didn't, stay true to my word of just trying to have one drink. It's almost like I didn't respect myself enough to only have one drink. And time and time again, I would go through this scenario, and yeah, I really struggled with that, and that made it hard to quit because you know I think part of the difficulty was acknowledging and being aware of the fact that yeah, I did have an alcohol problem. And so your mind tries to play tricks on you, and you're thinking, oh, I don't have an alcohol problem, I can just have one. And you go in, I was going into these situations kind of setting myself up for failure, because for me, when it came to alcohol, it was all or nothing. There's no, oh, just have one or two drinks, because after those one or two drinks, what was I supposed to do after that? Just like switch to water or iced tea or soda or whatever? Like, no, you just keep drinking. And so that obviously led me to the realization that I was like, it has to be, I can't have any, because just one will, it just, that doesn't work for me. And I was tired of going through that loop of just trying to maybe just to drink less. And that was a struggle. And I think that was one of the reasons that, it took me so long to walk away from alcohol. I thought I could manage it. I thought I could control it and just, drink a half or a quarter of much as I used to. And that just, it wasn't working, because once I got that buzz going, I just was kind of chasing that rush, chasing that high of being drunk, being buzzed, having fun, until it wasn't fun. So looking back, like, maybe it was a blessing in disguise that I couldn't just have one drink. Because if I could, I'd probably still be drinking. Maybe not as much, but I would still, be drinking alcohol pretty consistently. Maybe, between 1 and 5 drinks, and not 5 to 10 or more. So if you're like me and you just can't have one, I understand what you're going through, but maybe it's time just to quit altogether. Maybe your body is telling you that alcohol isn't for you, it doesn't agree with you, and that you can't handle just having a few drinks. And now for me, coming to this realization was kind of tough, because it messes with you. Like, it messes with your ego, and you want to you want to defend yourself, and of course be like, yeah, of course I can have a few drinks. And I constantly kept trying to just have a few, and I couldn't. I mean, there's no other way around it. And so that was a big moment for me when I decided to quit drinking, was when I realized, okay, I mean, I'm an all or nothing type of guy. That's just the way it goes, and sometimes it serves me, and in other areas it doesn't. And alcohol was one of those. I mean, it was the biggest area that it was, failing me. So I decided just to quit altogether. And it was, it was the best decision I've ever made. It was tough, for sure. But now I know I know that my limit is 0. I just don't even one is 10. If I have one drink, I'm going to have 10. And that's way too many, and it's not worth it. It's not worth it for me. I drank to get drunk. I drank to get buzz and have fun and party and just be out of control and be an idiot. Can't do that on one beer. I mean, I guess maybe you could, but for me, just wasn't working. And I'm okay with that. It was for the better, to be honest. I don't luckily I don't even have the urge just to have one, because I know having one leads to a place that I don't ever want to visit ever again. So, yeah, that was I just can't have one drink. That's all there is to it. And that's okay. So, that's it for me today, guys. Appreciate you stopping by. If you like this video, or if know someone that also can't just have one drink, maybe share it with them. Leave a comment if you have anything to say about the topic. If you struggle with having just one drink, I'd love to hear from you. Subscribe, share, hit the like button. Be kind to yourself. We'll see you on the next one.